Not every story happens out in the open. Some of the most intense battles are fought in silence, inside someone's own head. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of those stories. A really complex and hidden conflict about a father who's trapped by his own need to protect. So just look at this. It's the question at the very center of it all. Protect yourself or protect your children. I mean, what a choice, right? It feels completely impossible. For the father in our story today, this isn't some abstract ethical dilemma. This is his reality every single day. All right, so let's get into the heart of this. We're talking about a father, and he's living in a deeply abusive marriage. But this whole situation, it kind of defies the simple story we might expect. His choices aren't straightforward. They're based on this agonizing calculation that puts his kids above absolutely everything else. And this is where things get really interesting because it flips the script on what we think we know. The decision to stay, from the outside, you might see that and think it's weakness or maybe acceptance. But from his perspective, it's an act of protection. He truly believes his physical presence is the only thing acting as a shield for his children. Now, to really get why he makes his choice, we have to understand the environment he's in. This isn't just a bad marriage or a rough patch. We're talking about a cage. A carefully built cage with invisible bars made of fear, manipulation, and control. See, an abusive situation like this is a system. It's designed to take away your power, your sense of self. It's not just about arguments. It's about one person holding all the cards. It works by creating constant fear and instability, and the ultimate goal? To isolate you, to make you feel totally alone and like you have absolutely no way out. And that brings us to the main weapon in this whole thing. It's not physical, not in the way you might think. It's this incredibly powerful psychological weapon that we're calling the custody of fear. And here's exactly what that is. It's the ultimate trump card. The threat isn't just about the marriage ending. The threat, whether it's said out loud or just hangs in the air, is that if he even tries to leave, he will lose his children. The very people he's trying to protect will be taken from him. Just let that sink in for a second. This quote says it all, doesn't it? This isn't about legal paperwork or visitation schedules for him. It's existential. The thought of being separated from his kids is a pain so profound that it makes enduring the daily abuse seem like the lesser of two evils. So you can imagine what this does to a person. All of that external pressure creates this constant, grinding war inside his own head. It's a battle between two of our most basic instincts, the need to save yourself and the drive to protect your family. Let's really break this down. Look at the two sides of this coin. On one side, protecting himself. That means getting out of the abuse, being able to breathe again, maybe even getting his own life back. But the cost? Well, there it is in bold, risking losing his kids. Then on the other side, protecting them. That means staying, being there every day to act as that buffer, but the price he pays is enduring the abuse, day in and day out. There's just no easy win here. So, there's option one, stay. He can keep taking the hits, being that human shield, because he believes he's the only thing standing between his children and the storm. It is a choice built entirely on sacrifice. And then there's option two, leave. Try to save himself. Walk towards a future that might, just might, be free. But that path, it is full of landmines. He'd be taking a huge gamble, not just on his own future, but on theirs too. And when you boil it all down, both paths seem to lead to this one single paralyzing word, lose. This is the fear that haunts every single moment. Whether he stays or whether he goes, the potential for a catastrophic loss is always there. It makes any step in any direction feel like stepping right off a cliff. So really, what we're looking at here is a truly impossible choice. It's a maze where every single turn leads to a different kind of pain, a different version of loss. And this creates a devastating, paralyzing cycle. And this is the trap. It's a vicious loop. It starts with that natural instinct for self-preservation, right? The thought, I have to get out. But that thought immediately triggers the number one fear, losing the kids. And that fear is so powerful, it forces the decision to stay, to keep them safe. And then you're right back at the start, with that internal war just raging on. And that's really the question we're left with. It's a question that doesn't have a simple answer. In a situation that's literally designed to paralyze you, where every outcome feels like a bad one, how do you even define winning? What does victory even look like? It's a pretty heavy thought about love, sacrifice, and what it really means to survive.